Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Alright guys, so I got another little tool pickup for you. This was off Amazon, but you can find these anywhere, eBay, and there's even tool stores online that you can find them. And I've seen this from $23 all the way up to, 30, 40, 50 bucks, depending on where you get it from and whether you have to pay for shipping or not. So anyway, we'll just get into it. This is from VIM Tools, and this one here is the DD2 is the model number for this. They are made, this is made in Taiwan, and it's a dual drive micro ratchet. It says it includes removable 1/4-inch drive square with a hex adapter, 2-inch long micro ratchet, drives all 1/4-inch hex bits, crow's foot torque adapter, speed disc for fingertip control in tight areas. It does have a 60-degree tooth count in it, fine tooth ratchet for high torque applications, and it says limited lifetime warranty. So it does have a lifetime warranty, I guess, as long as you're not abusing it. It does come in this really nice package here, and it has a magnetic piece here that keeps it closed. So this is pretty nice ratchet. Again, it does come with the bit adapter. You can hook sockets to it, or if you have regular just 1/4-inch bits, you could just stick them right into the finger ratchet yourself. Also, you can hook a 1/4-inch drive ratchet to it itself to to get weird angles or any kind of angles. It does have a thumb wheel on this side here, and then your reverse switch, forward and reverse switch here is there, and it's not super big, but it's not recessed down the ratchet, but it is pretty thin. It's small. It fits down in there. And then you do have some laser etching here on the top of it. Or not laser etching. It's a real light stamp in there. VIM Tools DD2. And then nothing on the other side. And it's kind of a chrome finish, but it's not polished, I would say. But it does have a nice chrome finish. But like I said, they didn't really polish it too well. Now, to get this ratchet piece apart, you do have this spring here, and it's like a square looking spring. Now I already took a flathead screwdriver, just any flathead screwdriver, and I just I wedged it down in there, and like I said, it popped it out pretty easy. I just went in there like that and just popped it out, so it came apart pretty easy. And I'll just take it out real quick. So there's your I wouldn't even call it a spring, I don't even know, it's kind of a weird looking fastener, but that holds the ratcheting mechanism in there. And then once you get that out, you can slide that to you, and you can go ahead and see the teeth on here now. And like I said, this is a micro ratchet, so it is pretty thin. And as you can see, this piece right here, it is oblong to fit that spring, that fastener that holds it to it. There is a little bit of oil on this as well, so it does come pre-lubricated. And then if you look down inside here, there is a pawl that's down in here. And I'm not going to count these, but it looks like it could be anywhere. Looks like it might be around 10 teeth or so inside there. We'll pry it up a little bit, and we'll get a quick look at the bottom of this pawl here. And get a look at the side of this pawl. You can see what it says there, the focus. And that does say 60 on it. You kind of hard to see, but it does say 60 or dB 0 and then 1/4. It says dB 0 D80 1/4. So I'm not sure what that is. D80 1/4, but it's a 60 tooth ratchet. I don't know why they would have it like that. So if you look down inside there, you can see there is a single detent that's down in there. And to get this thing apart, I'm sure you got to pull this detent up, and then the switch should slide right out. So let me get a pair of these tweezer pliers, if I can find them, and we'll go ahead and we'll pop this out and see if that's how this switch comes out. So there's your detent. That popped out pretty easy. And then there's a spring inside here as well. If I can get it. Here's your spring. That's inside there. Now the switch should be able to slide right out. If that's, I can't really see. There's some grease down in there. Trying to see if that's okay. So there's that. And the switch looks like it might come out through the outside of the ratchet. See, the switch is wanting to go back inside the ratchet, so you might be able to pull it out through the inside of the ratchet, like it fishes its way down inside the ratchet itself here. See if I can get it back into the piece here. All right, I'll cut back, guys, and I'll cut back in after, and I'll explain to you how I got it apart. All right, guys, so I just cut back. Yeah, so it pushes out through this way. You don't have to slide it in through the inside of it now. You just pull the switch back out. But as you can see here, there is some light grease on that. But you can see here there is a little bit of machine work here. If I can get this to focus, I can show you the machine work on this switch right here. You do have the hole for the ball detent. And if I can turn it back on its side here, you can really see it here as well. You got that. And then, like I said, it just rides into the bottom of this ratchet. As you can see inside the bottom of this ratchet here, it is just it's machined out a little bit right here to fit it in there, and it just fits the switch in there nice and snug. And like I said, there's no springs or anything else. It's just the switch, and then it's the detent with the spring in it. That's the only thing that holds it in there. There's really nothing else there to put it back together. And to put this thing together, you would just reverse the same way you take it apart. Reverse it the same way to put it back in. Like I said, I just popped that back in there. The switch just sits right back in there. You put your spring in, you put your detent back in, you put your pawl, you pop your pawl back in there, and go on from there. All right, I'm going to reassemble this, and then we'll cut back, and I'll just show you guys with a ratchet some of the neat angles that it can go into. Okay, so we're back. That literally took 2 minutes to get it back together. It was pretty simple to get it in there. Like I said, once you got that piece back in there, you just need a nice pair of tweezer pliers, and it was really easy. Everything went back together. It's only 3 pieces on the inside to put this together. Like I said, you get that back in there, and then, like I said, you go back to this side when you go to put your spring back on. And like I said, the rectangle piece goes like that, and you kind of just bend it around the outside of this to get it to go back on. If I can get it to go on here, let's see. Yeah, like that. Like I said, you can just work your way down with it. Now this hole here, it is open here on the side, so you're gonna have to kind of bend it around this outside here to get it to go all the way back down in here. So let's try see if I can use this here. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest taking these things apart unless you actually needed to, because like I said, it could be a little pain in the butt here to get it back on. Like I said, a little bit of finagling. Maybe there's a better way. Maybe I put the set the spring over the spot. Hold on, I got another spot. Maybe just set it like this. We'll set the spring like that, and then we'll just stretch it around the edge here. See, oops. Okay, try this again. So I'm going to try and show you guys here without, that's what happened there. So I'm going to set the spring here. I'm going to set the one side pretty close to in, and I'm just going to bend this side out and see if I can get it over top this lip here. It should just spring back in just like that. And that was pretty easy, and that was the easiest way to get it to go back in. But like I said, I added a little bit of 3-in-1 oil in here. Go that way with it, and then you can go back to this way with it. Your bit a driver here. So that goes in on this side, and it's got that detent from that spring that holds it and locks it in right here on this piece here. That little spring from the spring that holds it in there. It actually goes through and helps hold it together in there. But it can only go through on the one side, so this bit adapter can only go in on the back side of this. You can't put it in from this side, so it can only go in one way. We're we'll couple this to another 1/2-inch drive ratchet like this, and then you can kind of get a little idea of some of the weird angles you can get into. If you have an obstruction in your way right here, where you can only get right here, you know, you can basically put this thing wherever you need it to. And like I said, you got dual ratcheting things here, so you could lock it in either way. It doesn't really matter. And you could even use this on a breaker bar as well. If you didn't want this piece moving around on this piece, you could actually put this on a breaker bar and have this piece stationary where it's not going to move on you, and you can just move the top part. So there's many different kinds of options in here, like I said, and same thing with the bit adapters and the socket adapters. There's many different kinds of combinations of stuff that you can do to put this on there. We'll go ahead. I'll get a quick little measurement of it. They said 2 inches. Now measuring it with this, go off the top of it, but it's about 2 1/4 inches long, so a little bit longer than 2 inches, but still, like I said, it's micro compared to any ratchet. So you can really get this into an area where, you know, you may not be able to get another ratchet that's really small, especially up underneath the engine of a car in the engine bay. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. I thought this was a pretty cool tool. I've been looking at them for a while, but I finally got one. But anyway, guys, thank you. God bless you, and just have a great evening. Thank you, everyone.